Jersey made me, Atlanta raised me, Brooklyn made me a man, now Hollywood pays me. Kind of from, I mean, I'm not from Hollywood by no stretch of the imagination, but originally from New Jersey. Lived there for quite some time, and then we moved to Atlanta around my high school years, and then moved back to the East Coast to Brooklyn for pretty much all of my adult life. I've been there, and now I'm in LA doing the whole acting thing. My parents went through a divorce when I was 10 years old, a very early age for me. It was a lot to deal with, and so the marriage started to kind of fall apart around the time I was like 8 years old. And there was a lot of arguing, and they were pretty young parents, so the argument would get kind of spirited from time to time. And I first really started praying to God about that situation as a child and hoping to see some sort of result, which ultimately I did. My parents came to a nice amicable split. At one point in time, they both had custody, so I would spend time with both of them. It was very smooth. So at that point, it was the first time that I was noticed, I get on my knees and I pray, and God answers prayers. It gets tough sometimes in Hollywood because there are so many different faiths. A lot of people are atheists, and some people are actually very, very antagonistic when you bring up God and bring up religion or any kind of faith in this place, in this business. So a lot of times, there's a lot of evil devil spirits kind of floating around. So you have to pray, find yourself speaking in tongues quite a bit, trying to ward off the evil spirits. But one of the things that I often do, I don't ever waste an opportunity to witness on set in different ways. If I find someone, reading the Bible, or if a conversation comes up, or somebody says something that's like a little bit that's misinformed. Maybe they've interpreted the Bible one way or something like that. I have no problem stepping in and having a conversation, with them about it. I pray every day in my trailer before I start work, sometimes in the middle of the day, to get me through it, depending on the project and depending on how good or bad the script is. Oftentimes when the script is bad, you gotta do a lot of praying over it, almost have a seance, because try to God, please lay your hands on this, make something good come out of this terrible script. So I find that I have to do that a lot, like prayer and speaking out. It's I feel like that's kind of like my mission in this world and life. I think that a lot of times Christians particularly are painted as being a little bit fanatical or to some people even ignorant if they don't know the word. They think, oh, how can you follow the word, the Bible? The Bible's been tampered with, so many interpretations and misinterpretations. And I tell them, you have to read it for yourself, and you have to cross-reference it with other biblical scholars' ideas, writings on the Bible to really get in there and understand what the word is. And once you do that, you find out that it's the word interprets itself. It's not about our own personal interpretation. It even says that in the Bible. It's not meant for personal interpretation. The word interprets itself. My testimony would be, I just recently got engaged to an incredible queen, a young woman by the name of Simone Koku. She walks with God, like she stands on the word. I bump into this beautiful woman and had an audition. I'm on my way out, she's on her way in, and we say hello, but there was a moment there. I knew something was gonna happen. I didn't know what. I didn't get her name or anything. And fast forward a couple days down the line, I'm DJing at a party, my own party, a house party, and she walks. When I say that she's everything that I've ever prayed for, or even dreamt about, even thought about, but maybe was a little bit scared to ask God for, because I was like, man, I don't want to be greedy. I got that in this woman. I honestly had given up on finding a woman that fit me in that manner. Just assuming that, maybe I wasn't ready, or maybe it was just too much to ask for. And here it is, God has provided me with a woman like that, and which is above and beyond anything I could have ever dreamed of. So less than a year into the relationship, I was like, I don't need to waste any time. I'm going to put a ring on your finger, and we're going to get married, and we're going to start making babies.